man Syke right here, he just been home now 3 weeks, and it's kind of amazing how he's right here now, sitting in front of me with the street element shirt on. Man, this guy did some time at Estelle FCI. We did about 4.5 years together, huh?
Yep.
About 4.5 years. He was probably one of my babies. I look every day to see him. Where Syke at? Either gonna come meet us on the rec yard, we'll talk a little shit.
Work out together.
Work out a little. Now he fast now, nigga faster than I thought he was.
Learn a little Zoe language.
Yeah, little South Passe, Harvey Craft. So we spent a lot of time with that joker. And it made me one day we was talking. He told me he had 30 years. I was like, God damn, what the fuck? How the fuck? Syke get 30 years, and you tell me the situation. I'm like, damn, that shit don't really acquit for 30 years.
Yeah, for the shit, the little petty ass shit I did.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That ain't 30. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? They slamming a lot of dudes with these big ass sentences, and guys don't know it just be your priors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your priors.
And it just ain't the prior. It just, if you ain't working for them crackers, man, them crackers gonna give you a whole bunch of time too, though.
Mm-hmm. So that's one of the main reasons they'll do it.
Yeah, your priors, and if you ain't gonna put in that work with them.
Right. Okay. So in your scenario, what you were actually charged with?
Conspiracy of drug trafficking.
Conspiracy of drug trafficking. And people who really don't know, what make up a conspiracy?
More than one person.
So they're basically more than one person?
More than one person. You can't conspire by yourself. So if it's two and more, you got a conspiracy case. And you can't conspire with no CI, with no police officer. So if it's you and a police officer and they give you a conspiracy charge, fight it to the door, because you can't conspire with no law enforcement officer or a confidential informant.
So that can't be that. So so you and that person have to basically come together, make a deal to go do it with it.
Do it, but it don't have to go that way. The Fed gonna put it that way regardless. Even though we know down our way, you and your partner probably got certain clientele. You ain't got to be in no cahoots with your partner to make a transaction with somebody. He can have his own clientele and you can have your clientele. But once the police and crackers see y'all together, they gonna put it together as y'all as a group trying to make a deal together.
Okay. So in your situation, how much crack cocaine was involved?
44 grams.
44 grams. So that was like 2 ounces.
2 ounces.
And change.
Yeah.
2 ounces of crack cocaine.
Little shit.
All right. So how did your case evolve?
Just
a person know.
Yeah, just me, my co-defendant, he had dealing with somebody early that day, and then later on that day, he found some D, so he linked back up with them, and then at the quick course of it, I was in the car with him, and doing this whole altercation, with all this transaction, I got out the car and say I ain't had no dealing with this, with this transaction going on. So me personally, I'm just standing out in front of his car while everything getting done. Once everything was done, I jumped back in his car. You know what I'm saying? Then we just took off. Months later, or something like that, a couple months later, a big bus come rounding up our like at least 30 of us. And it kind of bugged me out, cause I want to know why the Fed looking for me, cause I'm keeping real. I wasn't selling no weight. I was just, street hustling nigga, taking care of myself from day to day, you know what I'm saying? I could have lived that life, but I chose not to. Me being scared of what gonna come behind that if I was selling weight.
Right.
So once, it came out that the Fed looked at me, boom, boom, I go on the run for a little bit. I about the last person, out that 30 that they rope off. And then I find out what's really going on, that they got me with my homeboy serving a CI, 2 females. So once I get to, get everything, the odds ends of what's going on, I'm trying to figure out how they got me in this, because I'm, like I said, I'm outside the car. I ain't had no dealing with this transaction.
Right.
So, when I took it to trial, the only thing they brought to trial was a picture of me standing in front of my co-defendant car. So, I told them I was taking it to the door. First they came at me with a plea talking about 13 years, but I got to testify. I told them, man, y'all know what to do with that, because I ain't finna do no telling.
Right. So, but at the time, who they wanted you to testify on? Your homeboy?
Against my homeboy.
On your homeboy?
Yeah. So, So we said, well, we're gonna go in and go to trial. So, but at the same time, I'm not me knowing that I had nothing to do with this. I'm thinking my co-defendant gonna be a real G, step up, and get this weight off of me. But he wasn't no real G at that moment right now. So I still went to trial with it by myself. Got slammed. You know what I'm saying? When they were taking me to trial, they were gonna hit me with an 851. If Miller don't know what an 851 is, it's a way to double your sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Say for instance, like the statute I start off with was 5 to 40, right? Now when they hit you with that 851, that 5 go to 10, and that 40 go to life. Mm-hmm. So now that's what the 851 do. So when I went to trial and lost, now my minimum mandatory start off at least at 10. But then when you got the weight of the drug in it, it take you to a whole nother level. So then with the drug, with the pad at 44 grams, my level went to 37, and that was 360 to life. That's 30 years to a life sentence.
So you mean your base offense level?
Base offense, when you get the 851, and then with the 851, they got to put the career criminal on there also. All that stuff got to go together.
Mm-hmm.
And then that'll drop your level down so much down the guideline. Like I said,
but how they gonna attach the 851 and the career?
Cause your past history.
But see, when Jit had the 851, he didn't have a career criminal on it.
He had to. He had to have a past history.
Well, he had one prior drug conviction.
Yeah, you got to. The career and the 851 all based on your past history.
But I thought you had to have like two prior convictions in order to get the career criminal.
Yes.
It had to be the same.
No, it can be a crime of violence and a drug charge. You can use.
But if you only got one, they can't put the career on you.
No, if you just got one conviction,
mm-hmm.
yeah, they can't do that. Mm-hmm. Now if you got more than one, yes, they can come at you. So
basically, you have more than one.
Oh yeah, I got a whole heap of conviction.
Okay.
But you just can't have any kind of conviction. If you got like a simple possession, they can't use that. You either got to have a cell delivery charge
mm-hmm.
or a crime of violence, robbery. Strong on robbery, you might can't use that.
Mm-hmm.
But aggravated robbery and a cell delivery charge or trafficking charge, they can use that. Any possession charge, they can't use that for no enhancement.
So was you familiar when they were using the term 851?
No, not at all. When you getting this information now, man, y'all got to learn that stuff and run with it, or just research in law work. If you in the game, still just do some research, man. Cause you can't make it out here forever. You got motherfuckers gonna tell on you, dog.
So when they came to you and told you, okay, when they first picked you up, did you really know you was in that amount of trouble?
No. Because you doing state time, you think a drug charge ain't gonna do that to you. Mm-hmm. You don't know nothing about career criminal and then 851s and all that. You don't know nothing about that. You ain't knowing about nobody jumping on the stand on you like they do in the Fed. You don't know none of that till it's too late.
Okay, so boom, the feds pick you up. You go to Orlando County.
Yeah, I'm in Orlando.
You take you to Orlando.
Yeah, the federal been in Orlando.
And how did you know the difference between you done call the state case and the federal case? How you know it was something different going on?
That time
mm-hmm.
time they were offering you.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the real. You're gonna know that they're gonna know a big difference in time. And to let you know, I had got a second trial because my co-defendant, once I went to trial and lost
mm-hmm.
and knew I was gonna get these 30 years, my co-defendant wrote an affidavit. He did that. In order for me to get a new trial, the lawyer said if he come back and testify on my behalf, she'll grant my trial. So he said, yeah, I got granted a new trial. And when it came time for my second trial, he folded on me. So I had to go through all this trial over again.
Hold on, slow. So basically, yeah, because I'm kind of familiar. So when you caught your case, you going to trial.
Yeah.
Did anybody testify on you?
Yes.
Who was that?
Not my co-defendant, another dude that was in jail with us.
So he
deceased now.
He deceased now. So basically, he just got on y'all case.
Yes.
And he wasn't even a girl or nothing.
No, he was a dude. He was nowhere near the scene.
How did allow that to happen?
That's the Fed. They'll do that.
Okay. So I just want y'all
they'll just go to they can come to, if you've been spending some time in a jail cell, they can just pull up any individual and coach them through this. They can just tell you, just all you got to do is just lie. They gonna give you the paperwork what you need to say. They gonna coach you. All you gotta do is just say it in front of them 12.
And this goes on every day.
Every day.
Okay.
The only way we can beat this system here, man, we get more blacks in that jury.